not to toot my own horn, but I've had like 70, 80, 90 people message me and talk to me about that was the craziest fight they've ever seen in
Mhm.
person.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside the Warriors Cup alongside my man, James Guccione. This is Dan Devone. Gooch, what's going on? Where the hell are you tonight?
What's going on? So I just finished a work shift at my other gig, and I'm in a shipping container. So that's where I am right now. I'm in a shipping container. I have like a little hideout office over here. I'm no longer on a clock for anybody watching. That might be some of my employers. I am no longer on the clock. But yes, I'm hiding out in a shipping container, and we're gonna do this.
So shipping container, that's down at the loading docks?
Nah, I'm on the water in Queens.
Okay.
I'm overlooking beautiful Rikers Island. If I open up this door and I look outside, I could see the jail, and that's it. out here in Queens in a shipping container.
Looking at Rikers Island, man.
We look outside, I'm just seeing beautiful Rikers Island. I'm in Queens. I got if I look out the other way, I got a nice view of the city. But in here, we got lockers. I got a coffee machine. Hanging out.
Boom, she flies. All right, hey, let's get into Warriors Cup. It's 73, right? 73, I believe. It's coming up.
74?
74?
I think it's 74.
Right, where the hell are you? 74 or
74. You know what it is? The last one was a little confusing because that's Warriors Series where we team up with my man Ricky. And although it wasn't an official only Warriors Cup because we're teamed up with my buddy from RFC Promotions, we counted that as a number 2.
Got it.
Yeah. So we didn't promote that as number 73, but it was 73. And I think a lot of that has to do with ending the year on 75. December will be 75, which is cool.
Well, 74 is pretty significant. You and I have gone back and forth about this because we're going to have a huge audience checking us out on DAZN, which is going to be our debut on one of the bigger players in the streaming. Actually, you know what they call these guys? The Netflix of sports. I think that pretty much sums it up. I mean, these guys have outreach all over the world. It's one of the biggest platforms when it comes to showcasing, whether it's the NBA, whether it's MMA, whether it's combat sports, you name it. This is sort of the mothership. So pretty excited about that, Gooch.
I'll tell you, it's huge. I'm really, to be honest with you right now, I'm hoping everybody tunes in for this, right? Because it's a big opportunity for Muay Thai. So anybody listening to this or anybody having says, even if you hate me, you hate the Warriors Cup, anybody who knows what the sport of Muay Thai is, has any connection to the sport of Muay Thai, by tuning in, you're helping the sport of Muay Thai. You're not necessarily just helping me. You're not necessarily just helping the Warriors Cup. You're helping the sport of Muay Thai grow. And I really want people to think about it that way, right? Because we got a big opportunity here on a big platform. Nobody else has really had. RWS, so the first time Muay Thai has ever been on DAZN was with RWS. They're in Thailand. They're a stadium in Thailand. They're not in Queens, New York. They're not an American promotion, right? So, we're putting a big, flag here, right? We're dropping a flag in. We're saying, hey, we're here. American Muay Thai is here. Pay attention. We have good fighters. We have solid fighters here, and this is the show to watch. And not only that, it's going to help everybody. Like I hope all, any other Muay Thai show, they all should be tuning into this, right? It's like, no matter what, if you think, your show's bigger than mine and you think you've been doing this better or longer, it doesn't matter. I'm on DAZN, Warriors Cup. This show is going to be one that everybody should tune in and watch because it's going to help the sport of Muay Thai grow, right? And there's a lot of people involved in Muay Thai. There's gyms all over the country, right? Tune in to this show, right? On DAZN. It's not behind a paywall. We went through that with them. They really want to run it out and they want to see who's tuning into the sport. They want to know. They don't know about it, right? They know boxing. That's what they know. They know boxing. We're telling them, no, Muay Thai's growing. You want to watch this. You want to watch this. They checked us out. They said, okay, let's see. Let's see how it does here. So once again, if you know the sport of Muay Thai, you're involved any way, shape, or form, you should be watching DAZN. Forget about my pay-per-view. I don't care about that. Don't buy the pay-per-view. Watch DAZN.
November 21st is the date. Yeah, really quick, just to take people behind the scenes. James and I would get on these calls and these Zoom calls with the guys from DAZN, and initially they're like, "Yeah, we like you guys, and let's keep it going." And I don't know what this is about. Almost a year we're going back and forth with these guys, and they finally said, "All right, let's do it." Because to your point, they've never done it here in the States. So you are breaking ground for just about everybody else that's a Muay Thai fan and or a promotion that's affiliated with Muay Thai. You know, my man Ryan, he's actually cutting you off, believe it or not. He's going after the big gooch saying, "We got to get to Chase." I'm like, all right, man. So let's get to our guy without further ado, because we're talking about November 21st. And right, go ahead and bring him in. Do we have Chase Brooks standing by from beautiful Tampa, Florida? There he is.
There he is. Chase,
Hey,
what's up, my man?
How you doing?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm in a shipping container. Dan was running a little late. Sorry to keep you waiting. We had a little intro. You know,
you good?
How you doing?
Very good, very good. Training hard.
So, Chase, really quick, first of all, welcome inside the Warriors Cup. Before we get going, we always do this with everybody that steps inside the ring, so to speak, and that is, we know you're in Tampa. You're not a New York guy, but we want to know, say it's a cheat day, all right? You made weight, you won the fight, and you're gonna go pig out. You're gonna go enjoy yourself. Where are you going? What are you eating? What are the go-tos? What are we throwing down the gullet?
Me and my wife are gonna go anywhere that has smash burgers, get some smash burgers, some fries, a couple of milkshakes, and then probably, I love candy too, so I never eat anymore though. I got off it, but get some candy and just enjoy some desserts.
I like that. I got off it. It's like clean from the candy. I like that. It was Halloween too. Tough month, right? Tough month. Yeah. It's a tough month to not be on a candy. Chase, I'm a smash burger guy, right? I make smash burgers. I do little events. I do these pop-ups doing smash burgers, man. I gotta make sure next time you're in New York for a fight, after the fight, I'll plan one of my smash burger events. All right, we'll get some smash burgers going. You know, how you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Just
good.
Training hard, fully focused, and I'm ready to go.
Nice. So Chase, you're coming down and weight a little bit on this one. So
yeah,
how's that feeling? It's coming off good. You feeling good?
Oh yeah, I'm all good. I mean, I can make it. It's just it's not very fun.
I know you can make it. I wouldn't have put you there if I didn't know you can make it. I know you can make it. That's it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just strict diet, train hard, and same thing.
That's a good place to start, Chase. So when you have to come down and weight, how do you maintain the strength? Obviously, when you get into the ring and you still want to have the ability to do what it is that you've done in the brief time you've been in Warriors Cup. So how do you maintain the strength yet still make weight?
I mean, it's just 6-8 weeks out. I started a really good, really clean diet, and just increased my cardio even more than I already did. Increased all my training hours, and I mean, I got my water. I mean, I've had 30 fights and like 50, 60 weigh-ins with a lot of opponents backing out. So I know how to, water load correctly, cut my sodium, cut my salt, cut my carbs and all that. And drop the weight correctly how I need to, healthy as possible. And then right after weigh-ins, I rehydrate, refuel, all natural, healthy foods, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait. Gonna be very fast and very strong still. Just my last couple of training sessions are not gonna be the strongest because I don't have too much fuel.
No, that's it. You know what to do, man. You've been there many, many times, like you said. And Dan, just so you know, Chase too, new to this professional ranks, but Chase was our amateur champion. He goes way back with us, right? Yeah. So our friends in Tampa, and Chase has been a part of the show for a very long time now. You know what I mean? So Chase is a signed athlete to us. So Chase is as loyal as it comes. So Chase is a signed athlete. And we're gonna make sure we make opportunity after opportunity for him, and this is just the start. This is just the start of something special,
Yeah. So Chase, just to take you back to that relationship. So James and I go back about a year and a half now, and one of the first fighters he told me about was you. He's like, we locked up this kid out of Florida, and I'm telling you, Dan, this guy's special. And he was talking about you, Chase Brooks. And so when I saw you fight, you have an interesting style, and it's a bit unorthodox. You keep the hands down low. How would you describe your fighting style? Do you customize it to whoever it is that you're fighting, or is there just a certain way you go about things?
I mean, I would say I think I'm a pretty smart fighter. So like, if somebody catches me with something real fast or they're super powerful, I'm obviously going to keep my hands up and I'm going to be a little more defensively sound. But that Kellerman, he went up and wait to fight me. He was smaller. Um, I saw in the back room warming up at weigh-ins, in the ring staring down. I saw he was intimidated by me a little bit. So
Your
I just
confidence was up for
yeah,
sure. Yeah,
my
your
confidence was
confidence was
up.
up.
And
Yep.
I had him flinching real bad right from the get go. I was just a couple of feints, couple of fakes, and he was biting on everything really bad. And I didn't feel any threat at that moment from him. So I had my hands down. I wanted to invite the attack in, and then as you guys saw the fight, he started running back and running away. I was chasing him. I don't like chasing people. I like to fight. So I wanted to put my hands down and try to draw him in so I could counter him and have him meet me head on and bang it out and knock him out even faster. But he ran, so I had to catch him in the end. And I probably would have let him go to round two at least. But the last, like all my friends joke about with me, the last 40 seconds, I threw a jab cross and he slipped and threw me to he got real close and threw me to the ground, and I got a little bit of a fighter's ego, so I stopped all
And you didn't see
my
that
playing
coming.
around.
Yeah.
I stopped playing around. I tie hopped in, started elbowing him, knee him in the head, and I was like, that's it. I want to get you out of here now.
Yep.
That was
And
the
I tell you,
fatal blow.
we talked about it in a podcast. I was saying we wanted to get you on even before that. We were talking about it in a previous podcast. Like, we didn't really know much about Kellerman, right? Because he had fights, he had pro fights, but they were in Thailand, and we know that goes a different way. You know what I mean? And and when it came down to it, it was, he was pro debut for you, so it made sense. But he was outmatched by you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like once you jumped in there, we knew, we're like, all right, listen, and then I give the Kellerman guy a lot of props too, because then he took another fight right after. Right? You know what I mean? It's like he took another fight and he fought Kamar Lindsay, and he like you said, he dropped down in weight. I'd be curious to see if that guy, cleans it up and gets into a good training routine. There could be something there, but that day being in there with you wasn't ideal for him at all.
No.
You know what I mean? So
Correct.
stay out of that weight class for you. Absolutely.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a 5-round match, right? And so when I saw
should have been,
Kellerman,
yep.
Kellerman he's sort of a vet. He's been around, and I thought he was just pacing himself to get through that first round. But I think to what Chase is saying, you could see the body language, and Chase was dictating the pace and all. He was cornering him, walking him down, and you could see the confidence. And I thought that it was just Kellerman trying to just get through the early rounds and then take you out because you're somebody that wasn't experienced to go in the 5 rounds. Is that something that you think about when you're going after a guy in round number 1? You got 4 more after that. Do you just take the opportunity when you see it, or are you thinking about, I got to make sure that I have my legs in the 5th round?
I train extremely hard. I have a lot of confidence in my cardio, my strength and conditioning, and I don't think I'll fade. 5 3-minute rounds is a lot, but I'm going to bet on myself that I can push through. But I also, I observe, I know fighters, their body language, like how they're reacting. So once I hit him with a couple elbows and a couple knees to the head, I knew he was close to finish. He wasn't done yet, but I felt like I could go for the kill. I smelled like a shark smells blood. I could smell it. I thought, like, let me go for it, and if he made it to the 2nd round, then I'd finish him there. But I just hopped on. I knew it was over with. I knew I could finish him.
Talk to me about that. Your next opponent, Jamal Katau.
Yeah,
hope I said that right. I'm sure you looked into him. He's also a vet of the Cup. He's been fighting on our show for a long time. I'm sure you guys never ran into each other in the amateurs, right?
No,
I didn't think so. All right, good. Yeah. So, talk to me about your thoughts on that, because he's a veteran. Although, you know what I mean, he doesn't. Actually, I think he has more. He's got more pro fights, but not. He's been around a long time. So, I'm just, I want to hear your thoughts on this upcoming fight. What are you expecting out of him? What do you expect?
I am extremely excited. He's very aggressive. I've seen he's a very aggressive fighter, like myself. So it's not going to be like I legitimately, I can remember that pro debut against Kellerman. I was getting like extremely frustrated because I was missing my boxing looked sloppy. I was missing my punches. I was chasing him, and it gets annoying. You're in the ring trying to fight. This guy's gonna come at me. He's gonna bring a fight to me,
Yep.
and I mean, I've got good footwork. I get good offense. I get good defense. If I want to defend, if I want to move a little bit, maybe look a little, try to look a little tricky and move around the ring, I can. If I want to, go head to head and bang it out with him, I can. If I want to counter him, I'm going to try to counter him. But it's gonna be a much more entertaining back and forth fight. And but I think my friend D showed you, James, the fight of me versus Diego Cortez for the WBC.
Mhm.
That was another opponent that had the exact same style as Jamal, where he was very aggressive coming forward, and we banged it out for 5 rounds. And I mean, like, not to toot my own horn, but I've had like 70, 80, 90 people message me and talk to me about that was the craziest fight they've ever seen in
Mhm.
person, the craziest fight they've seen, like amateur fight they've ever seen. Um, I mean, it was amazing, and someone that wants to bring a fight to me, it's going to be extremely entertaining. I just can't wait.
That's why I'll tell you exactly what you said. From a matchup level, I'm so excited about this fight. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, you were frustrated last time. You knew you had more, and then he showed you he wasn't really going to give you anything, right? But Jamal's going to be in it. He's a vet too. So you guys with both of your style, which is going to be exciting. Like you said, he's going to bring it to you. But I anticipated also being more technical. Like both of you are going to you're going to be technical. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good match. I'm really from a spectator standpoint, like, at the fights, I usually don't get to watch a lot of the fights, right? You see me, I'm running all over the place. I'm upstairs, I'm downstairs, I'm at the front door, I'm behind the scenes. But then there's always like a couple fights that I'm like, no matter what's going on, I have to sit down and watch this fight. And this is one of them. I'm going to be sitting front and center no matter what's going on in the venue, no matter what. They're calling me at the door. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be sitting front, and I'm going to make sure I watch this fight because I know how exciting it's going to be.
Chase, one of the things that I talked about was your style of keeping your hands low. I don't know if it was for that specific fight. So I'm sort of new to the Muay Thai fight game, so you need to educate me on this. I know that in the fight game, boxing, traditional boxing, that you see boxers keep their hands down because they can anticipate those slip jabs. Mm-hmm. But when you're doing it at the Muay Thai level, it's not only the jab, but you got to worry about the kick, right? So which one is more threatening? Is it a jab? Is it a right cross? If you're keeping your hands down in terms of slipping, or is it a kick?
Oh, of course, the head kicks, and Jamal throws head kicks. I've seen he throws a lot of simple jab leg kick, jab head kick, cross head kick. So I mean, I've been training, of course, evading. If he throws it, I'm going to try to lean back, get out of the way, angle out, circle around away from it, block it with my hands high. But I mean, I worry about every strike. So if you're throwing a jab, I'm trying to block, parry, slip, anything. I'm trying to evade that. He's throwing a cross. I'm trying to slip to the left, slip to the anything. Get out of the way. Step back. Counter with a kick. Anything. He's throwing his leg kick, which he's gonna try to bust my leg. I'm gonna try to check it as good as I can. Shin to shin, shin to knee. Bust his shin up a little bit, and if I can make him miss, make him pay. He's gonna throw that. Of course, always worried about a head kick. Though a head kick, you get caught one shin to the chin, you can go to sleep. So, like I can never like guarantee to anybody, to my coaches, to my friends, to anybody. Like I fight my fight. Like someone tells me, get my hands up. Like even like always listen to him. But if I'm 8 feet away from my opponent, my coach yells at me like, or my friends, get your hands up. If I feel no threat in the moment, I'm gonna have my hands down. If I feel like if I want to have my hands down and I'm feeling it, I'm gonna move how I want. I'm gonna have my hands down. And then the second he steps in and closes the distance and there's a threat, then I'll get my hands up, I'll move, I'll counter, whatever I gotta do. But like I just everything, it's always different. It's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Tell us about DAZN. So you're gonna
wait. Well, hold on. I got Ryan. We got to figure out how to add clips to this. Maybe he can add it after. But there's a good clip of me dropping my hands, but it didn't work out for me. But I was already. But everybody I was fighting. It was Tapia. I was fighting Chris Tapia, and I dropped my hands and just walked forward, and he just elbowed me in the face. Everybody was like, "Why did you do that? What was that?" But the truth of the matter was, he had elbowed me like earlier. It was like the delayed reaction. And I was like, I can't just take a knee. It would have looked crazy if out of nowhere I just like took a knee. So I was like, I know I'm going down because I can't breathe. So I just put my hands down and walked forward, and he was like, bang, elbow, dropped me. I was like, all right, at least I'm going to go down from a hit at least, right? I was like, I can't just randomly take a knee out of nowhere. It's like, what's wrong with this guy? What, you know what I mean? So, but that's when putting your hands down goes wrong. But that was intentional. I intentionally dropped my hands to get dropped. I knew the goal was to get dropped. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're gonna pull that. We're gonna find that clip and add it into here.
You know, to Chase's point though, and James, you talk about this as well. It's all about comfort, right? So if Chase has the confidence and the speed at this age, at this level, that he knows that he can recover, or he can anticipate, then he's not going to be somebody he's not. And so you got to be true to yourself, I'm assuming, when you're in the ring, right? And so while it might look unorthodox, or it might look half the people in the place are going to be saying, get your hands up, he's the only one who can make that call. Is that
he's at home in there. He's at home in there. So that's it. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know, you've been in there many, many times, and when you're in there, you're at home. So you're going to do whatever's comfortable for you. Exactly. And then, back to you were going to say, Dan, at the zone, putting you on a big stage, Chase. That's it. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm really happy that your fight's going to get showcased, because even like the last couple shows, I don't know, Dan's the guy that's been helping us with a lot of these TV deals. Dan's the TV guy. That's how I have him in my phone. I don't know if you know that, Dan. I have you as Dan the TV man, right? So that's Dan the TV man. That's how he's stored in my phone. But you know, he got us with this Fubo Sports and this and that, and then we were getting good views. They pushed us off to Amazon Prime. It's like cool, but that's USA. You know what I mean? That was all USA. Yeah. I think maybe a little Canada. This the zones worldwide. Like, you know, we're gonna ship it out. We're gonna show them what American Muay Thai is. And I believe right now, like, you are a perfect example of American Muay Thai, right? You're from Florida. You're fighting in New York, right? It's like you're from Florida, fighting from New York. Like, you are American Muay Thai right now. This is the future of American Muay Thai right now, and it's you. So I'm glad that we're able to showcase this, not just to, you know, New York City and, you know, and in our pay-per-view. You know, there's other promotions worldwide. Like, yeah, our pay-per-view is worldwide. Like, there's not that many people watching. You know what I mean? It's in the grand scheme of things. When you look at putting onto a network and really dispersing across, you know, every country, being able to watch this. You know what I mean? So you know, the eyes are on you, and I'm glad that you're going to be like a huge representation of that. You know,
I appreciate it.
You got it, man. You got it.
Sure.
Chase just got married. Talk to us, Chase. You just got married. What are you doing? What else going on in your life? Talk to us what's going on in your life right now. Let's talk. Oh, look, she's right here. We got to get her on.
What's up, guys?
Hello. How you doing? This man just got married. Look at this. Hello.
Thank you. Just got
Congratulations.
A month ago in Chicago.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thanks. Are you from Chicago? And what is your name, first of all?
Elena.
Elena, welcome to Inside the Warriors Cup. So talk to us. What's Chicago? Are you a windy city? Is that where you're from?
I am. I'm from Russia. I was born in Russia, and then I grew up in Chicago.
Ah, nice. All right. You got the funny accent. Are you saying, let's get in the car, let's get some sodas, or what's going on?
That's a New Yorker accent.
No, you want a New Yorker accent. Talk to the guy, James Guccione. That's
Always definitely a New Yorker in every aspect.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna do a show in Chicago too. I was just on a phone with the commission the other day. We're working on that. We planned on doing it in March. I know we talked about that, but the commission's a little funky out there. They don't allow elbows right now, and we don't want to. Yeah, and that's why you see, like, there's other promotions. We're not going to name them, that keep saying, "Oh, we're doing Chicago," and then they're in Indiana because it's close by. Nobody's really doing Chicago because it's not allowed for elbows right now. So you know. Me and Eddie were very much involved when New York was able to bring Muay Thai with elbows for the first time in New York City. You know, I sat on a board with like the legislators and stuff like that, and we were able to like talk and work it out. So I'm hoping to be able to do the same thing in Chicago, actually. Like, I talked to them, they're having like a board meeting, and they're going to like bring me in and let me like speak to them on like how we do it in New York and like some of the rule changes. So we're going to try to do the best. We think it's going to happen sooner, but we booked a date in August. So we do have August in our pocket, and we're hoping, and worst case scenario, we won't be able to do elbows, you know what I mean? But which is crazy. But I have a good feeling about it. They're starting to come around. Maybe I could, talk.
So I got one Chicago question. So are you guys deep dish, or when you come to Manhattan, are you going thin slice? Like, what's the preference?
I like thin slice.
I'll go
There you
thin.
go.
I'll go thin.
Yeah, that's Chicago deep dish. I don't know what's going on. What the hell is
It's
it? That's
actually-
like
I like it. I don't
bad.
hate it. I don't hate it. I like
I don't
it. I
hate
mean,
it
I don't
either.
prefer it. But I like it. I'll eat it,
I think it's good. It's just not a
Yeah.
pizza at that point.
No,
It's a different
little
thing. It's
thick
like a
for me.
totally
Little-
different
little-
thing. Yeah.
little
It's like-
thick for me.
you almost can't even put it in the same category.
Exactly.
So November 21st, of course, is the date, as we talked about. It's going to be in front of the world. You're going to be one of the featured matches, one of the first that's going off. It's going to be exciting. And Chase, first of all, before we let you get out of here, tell us a little about Tampa. Are you a Bucks? Are you a Mayfield guy? Are you following football, or what's going on with Tampa Bay sports?
No, I don't follow any sports but Muay Thai, honestly, really.
Love that.
This man wakes up at 5 a.m. every day and comes home at 9 o'clock every night because all he does is work and train, work and train. He doesn't watch TV. I've never
What do
seen
you
the
do-
TV on.
What are you
ever.
doing for work, Chase? Talk to us. What are you doing all day? What's going on?
I work for a construction company called Royal Air in the office. I'm a dispatcher for the service department.
All right. So much like me, you've hung out in some shipping containers.
Yes, I have.
Yes,
I started there. I started
Yeah.
there when I was 16 in the office, and then 17 to 23 I was out in the field. So yeah, I was in a lot of shipping containers.
Nice.
And
A lot of shipping containers. Yep.
a lot of hard work.
Yep.
All right. Well, listen, best of luck to you against Jamal Cattell, November 21st. For all of you tuning in, that's where you want to be. It's going to be in front of the world. And when I say that, I do mean in front of the world. DAZN, which has an outreach like nobody else when it comes to streaming sports. And I don't work for them. I'm not pimping this show for DAZN. It's the real deal. So
Yeah.
this is going to be, it's going to be exciting. And you are seriously one of the true, I was giggling here because James is like, you are the voice and the picture of American Muay Thai, but no pressure, man. No pressure. You're only representing the entire country, man, but no pressure.
That's where I feel at home.
This all falls on you. Don't mess it up.
No. That's where I feel at home. I feel at home in the ring. I love it.
That's it, man. That's why I don't even feel. I know I could say that with confidence, man. You're gonna go in there and do your thing. I know you are, man. I know 100%.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, to Chase and your lovely wife, man, thanks so much for joining us. In all seriousness, good luck to you on November 21st.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. for
Take
having
it
me.
easy. Take it easy, Chase. Good stuff.
Have a good one.
Night.
You got it. I'm excited to watch like the trajectory of that. Like Chase is gonna go places. You know what I mean? He's like you said, he's motivated. He's like I did it. I did it for a long time. I did that. Wake up in the morning, train. I'm at work all day, but you got to focus and you still got to be thinking about the fight. Like I did that, and it got old quick. Like, you know what I mean? It got old. I got tired. I wanted to eat. It's seeing him, he's focused. Like you could tell right away. You look at a fight, like he is focused. Like you said, sport. He's just like, no, Muay Thai. Like this is I live, breathe Muay Thai. Like that's this man right here. You know what I mean? It's gonna show. It's gonna show in a fight.
Where'd you find this guy?
He's been coming up. He's been fighting
sorry.
for Warriors Cup for a while. Yeah, he always comes. He wanted to fight on a show, and we would bring him up as an amateur, and then now, we're fully committed as a professional. That we're gonna, he's a part of the team. This guy's gonna go places. So we're excited to watch it.
Yeah, so it all goes off on November 21st when he takes on Jamal Cattell, just part of a fascinating card that we're going to have for you. And, of course, it's going to be seen on DAZN. Anything else, James, before we get out of here?
Nah, I look forward to the next one. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later, Dan.
All right, we'll see you next time right here on Inside the Warriors Cup.